ready. Climbing the walkway.
Of all the languages spoken on the Camino, there are two words everyone understands.
Camino.
Buen Camino. It translates to good way, and it's used to wish someone well on their journey. On this fourth morning of our journey,
La 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 la.
we hit a speed bump,
La 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 la.
and Peter was doing his best to get me over it.
Is my mic working? Can you hear me now? La 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 la. This is the pasture of Viscarret. On our way to Zubiri. Very dramatic voice. Yep, in the shot. I'm in the shot. Okay. Let's talk about it.
So this morning we had a bit of a scare. I was packing up my stuff and I realized that I hadn't seen my passport in a while. So we freaked out a little bit. I went through my pack, didn't see it. Peter went through his pack, didn't find it.
At first it was like freak out. Where might it be? Is it stolen? Did we lose it? And after unpacking literally everything,
Found it. It was hidden in between and on the bottom of like different layers of my backpack. Before the Camino started, I was curious how God was going to reveal himself to us. I knew I wanted to experience him, but I didn't know how it was going to work. More and more I found that God came to us and worked through people, through other pilgrims who strategically crossed paths with us at the exact moment to tell us exactly what we needed to hear in that moment to learn from the experience. We saw our friend Laura, who we met on the first day walking, and she just has like the brightest personality. Was like, good morning!
Oh, hello.
Yay.
Oh,
We're
Laura.
documenting how awesome you are. Yay, Laura! Woo woo!
It's great.
Laura calls us her Camino soulmates, and she definitely rescued me on the Camino a couple of times.
Have you been looking back though? You haven't been looking back, have you? You should look back just to see where you've come from.
My mind has a tendency toward depression. I usually just call it darkness because that's what it feels like. It creeps in through negativity, and it's like if God was light and joy and love and forgiveness. This is the opposite of that. And once it gets a hold of me, it could be days, it could be months. It's just so hard to get out of it. So that morning when I thought I lost my passport, it hit. And even though I found it, I was still just so disappointed in myself. And we were walking, and Laura, I just hear her beautiful British accent saying, good morning. And it just snaps me out of it. And I am just, I just feel Laura's infectious joy and gratitude and love and all those things that she was just pouring on me. And I realized later that after seeing Laura over and over, that she was getting me out of my head, getting me out of that negativity. And I realized that I need to be that person for myself. So that was God working through Laura to teach me such a valuable lesson about loving myself, forgiving myself, and being my own number one cheerleader. This is how fast I feel like I'm going on the Camino. All perspective, huh?
Everything's got their own Camino.
This little guy too. All of us are walking our own Caminos, here on this pilgrimage and in everyday life. Each one of us is working through our own respective struggles, and we navigate through it the best we can.
So here we are halfway through day 4, and we've come across this tree, and it's just a great example of how in life you need to make adjustments. And this tree started off in a direction and it didn't work out, and it's continued to adapt and adjust. In a way, it's kind of a cornerstone of the landscape at this point.
No matter what obstacle you might be facing right now, I wish you well on your journey. Buen Camino. It's probably like, move it or lose it, sister. Let's get those packs on.
Yeah.
Thank you.